who still finds her place on one of the toughest stages in the world, the fashion industry. This is the story of Duckie Thot, but the world knows her as Duckie. Yes, Duckie. Sounds like a cartoon character, right? But hold on, because behind that cute nickname is a woman with one of the most inspiring and powerful stories in fashion. Born on October 23, 1995, in Melbourne, Australia, Duckie is the daughter of South Sudanese refugee parents. They fled a life marked by war and unrest and sought in Australia a new beginning. Duckie was the first of her siblings to be born on Australian soil, and her life started by already breaking boundaries. From an early age, she faced situations many can't imagine. At school, teachers and classmates had trouble pronouncing Nyadak. And so, the nickname Duckie was born. A name that could have been mocking or dismissive, but it wasn't. Duckie, with emotional maturity beyond her years, turned that into a symbol of uniqueness. Destiny, it seems, was already choreographing her runway steps. Her older sister, Duckie Thot, also pursued a modeling career, and Duckie grew up behind the scenes. Photo studios, shoots, cameras, makeup, and that magical, chaotic fashion world. It enchanted her. At 17, she took a bold step. She joined the 8th season of Australia's Next Top Model and finished in 3rd place. She didn't win, but it was like she put up a billboard saying, "I've arrived." Even with this exposure, breaking into fashion in Australia was hard. Duckie struggled to get work. Her look, her hair, her skin, everything that's now celebrated as uniqueness was once seen as challenging by the industry. So, in one of those moments that change everything, she made a choice. She packed her bags and moved across the world, to Brooklyn, New York, with a dream and a sense of certainty that there, she could become who she was meant to be. And it worked. It worked brilliantly. She was soon signed by New York Model Management, and before long, she caught the attention of none other than Kanye West, who invited her to walk in his Yeezy Season 17 show. That was her first major runway, and from that point on, the sky was no longer the limit. Along the way, she met Pat McGrath, the legendary British makeup artist who saw in her a muse. Duckie starred in the Mirror video campaign, a powerful visual series that went viral. Her intense and magnetic beauty, with striking features, deep skin, and expressive eyes, became a new global standard. What seemed like a whirlwind turned into a galaxy of achievements. She became one of the faces of Fenty Beauty, Rihanna's trailblazing brand that celebrates all skin tones. She walked for Oscar de la Renta, Prabal Gurung, Moschino, Maison Margiela, Balmain, and many other major fashion houses. In 2018, she starred in the iconic Pirelli calendar, alongside Naomi Campbell, Lupita Nyong'o, and Adwoa Aboah, in an Alice in Wonderland-inspired edition, with an all-black cast. A historic and visually stunning milestone that screamed, "We are here, and we are art." That same year, she achieved another dream, walking in the Victoria's Secret fashion show. A show that, according to Duckie, was one of her biggest career challenges. She had tried the year before and didn't make it, but she came back stronger, more prepared, and got in. "It was tough, but that's what made it so special," she told Vogue. But not everything is glitter in fashion's backstage. In 2016, Duckie shared an emotional Instagram post, recalling a painful experience. A brand had asked if she was comfortable shooting with her natural hair. She hesitated.
Why?
Because up to that point, her experiences with her hair in the hands of fashion professionals had been traumatic. She remembered that during Australia's Next Top Model, she had to do her own hair, alone, crying, in front of a mirror, while the other models were being pampered by stylists. That left a scar. This post sparked major discussion online, especially after a careless comment by fellow model Winnie Harlow. After the backlash, Winnie apologized, explaining the comment was a joke meant for her sister, not Duckie. Still, the moment exposed a serious issue in the industry: lack of training, empathy, and respect for Black models. But Duckie didn't stop. On the contrary, she rose even higher. That same year, she was announced as the global ambassador for L'Oréal Paris. a symbolic and powerful victory. She said in an official statement, "I'm incredibly honored to be chosen to help more girls love their dark skin. In my mind, I go back to when I used to say to myself, dream big, work hard, and believe in yourself because one day you'll say yes to the biggest beauty brand in the world." And as if that weren't enough, Duckie appeared on the cover of Chic's album It's About Time, released in 2018. Her image, presence, and aesthetic made her a reference not only in fashion but also in pop culture and music. Today, she's listed among the coveted money girls on models.com, a ranking for the world's highest paid and most influential models. But Duckie Thot is more than just a model. She's a symbol of resilience, transformation, and aesthetic revolution. A woman who challenged beauty standards and showed that there is no single way to be beautiful. A woman who fought to see her hair, her color, her story, and her culture represented with dignity. She didn't just conquer fashion. She changed it. And among so many faces in the industry, Duckie is the kind of beauty you simply never forget.